Hey, Fred, thanks for stopping by. Did it look a little bit like you guys might have been out of gas there in that third quarter when the offense bogged down and you turned the ball over a bunch of times? Is that a fair assessment?
You probably could say that. Give Chicago credit. They were really physical. They pushed us off the line, off our spots a little bit. I think we're begging a little bit for some calls there. You know, the officiating was a little different than last night. So just, give Chicago credit. They were the more physical team in that third quarter. They really asserted themselves and got out in transition, and we just never closed the gap after that little 10-0 run or whatever it was.
Yeah, you guys have often come back from those little runs, and you did it in the first half, and you did last night often. Was tonight just you couldn't get shots to go either? Like you guys really were.
Yeah, I thought for the most part we generated some pretty good shots. I know myself, that's probably the most wide open shots I've had in a long time. So can't be too mad about that. Obviously wish, you could have shot it at a better clip from three. But I thought we generated some shots. We turned the ball over a bunch back to back, like you said, in a row. And that's hard to defend. And then we just never really got a hold of it from there.
Great. Thanks, Fred. Safe trip back home.
Thanks, Doug.
Thanks. Go ahead, Eric.
Hey, Fred. You've spoken about wanting to play as much as possible and liking the rhythm of playing as much as possible. What is it like for you to know? To be getting the rest when you're getting it, and does it make staying in rhythm a bit more complicated for you?
Yeah. Which rest are you referring to?
The back-to-back rest.
Yeah, it's not doing much. it's not doing much. I understand the concept of it. You know what I mean? I probably would be, even less effective than I was tonight if I would have played, last night. But it is what it is. It's just one of those things where you just got to kind of take it day by day and figure it out as you go. Certainly hard to gain a rhythm, as you said. But, it's all of this is difficult. It's a difficult situation. And it's what I get paid to do, so I got to figure it out. Certainly take ownership and responsibility for my poor performance, and I'm looking forward to getting back on track.
Do you feel confident that with, the way you are in terms of your health, you'll be able to be productive the way this team needs?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I'll get there. Now, it just depends on what path, we'd like to take to get there. There's a few different things we can do to get to that point, considering where we are in the season. I think for the most part, I've always elected to play until somebody stops me. So here we are. And, some days feel better than others. But for the most part, I can do my job pretty good out there. Definitely not, where I would love to be. But, it's a process to get there.
Thanks, Fred. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Eric.
Aaron and Christos, we have reporters in the room from Rockford who I'd like to get a question for Fred. So if you guys can keep it to one each, I'd be grateful. Go ahead, Aaron.
Hey, Fred. Thanks for taking the time. What does a healthy Chem do for your offensive game or do for your game?
I think it just helps our whole team with his screening, his rolling. He's got the short roll. He's got the floater. He can pass. He's just a really smart player offensively. He knows how to play. He's just a great complementary piece to play off of myself, Pascal, Scotty, Gary, our other threats with the way he screens, and he can find that short roll and the long roll. And like I said, he can pass as well. So he's just a good piece to have out there. And when he's feeling good and his body's moving, he's really a big part of what we do.
Thanks, Fred.
Thank you.
Thanks, Aaron. Go ahead, Christos.
Fred, what makes you confident about your team that you're going to bounce back after that tough loss and the way that you played tonight?
It's just what we've done all season. So the season is not won or lost in one night. We understand that. We've had streaks on both sides, losing and winning. Some games are unacceptable. I don't think tonight was one of the ones that we'd be too upset about. There's certainly a lot of players that we wish we could have back, but for the most part, we fought, we competed, we stayed together, we tried to execute the game plan as best as possible, and we'll look at the film, get some rest, and get ready for next week.
Thanks very much, Fred. There's a report from Rockford in there. Do you want to go ahead?
Yeah, Michael Delk at WIFR. At this point in the season, how does it feel getting to play an hour and a half from home and play in Illinois for the first time since 2019?
Yeah, it's been a while. I've been, banged up the last couple of times. I think COVID in December when they postponed the game. So just good to be back. You know, my parents always come up, family comes and watches the game. And at this, you know, after 6 years, I've gotten familiar faces in the city of Chicago as well. So I think Chicago is starting to adopt me a little bit. We might have to take a vote in Rockford and see if we'll accept it. But it's just fun. It's become a second home to come play in one of my favorite arenas to play in.